Welcome everyone to the CU Rec Center for today's main event, the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado State Rams. Boy, am I excited for this one, guys.
Yeah, this is my favorite game of the year every time it comes around. Nothing beats it, so I'm excited to be back here.
I'm Alex Roberts, that's Jared Miller, that's Aiden Clocker. We are your broadcast team tonight, and we're going to give you coverage of this epic Rocky Mountain Faceoff. So, Colorado coming into this one, 5-1-7. They've won a game in overtime. They've lost more than they won. Colorado State, they thrive in those extra time sessions. They have 5 overtime or shootout wins this season. They played in 7 of those games total, and they almost played in an 8 last night. If it weren't for a goal from Connor Petrangelo in the final minutes to get the Rams a 3-2 lead, which of course they held on and scored an empty netter to reach the final score of 4-2 last night. Buffs trying to right the ship tonight with the win on their home turf.
Yeah, and the Buffs just recently won an overtime game as well. 7-6 against Missouri State, their previous home game here. So, you talk about that overtime prowess by Colorado State, and obviously Colorado has only been to 1 overtime, but they have won that 1 overtime. So perhaps should we go to that extra frame, there could be, a better chance than perhaps the record looks for the Buffs here.
Both of these teams come in neck and neck in the most recent ACHA rankings. Colorado placed at about 37-36. Colorado State 1 place behind them. Going into this weekend, of course, Colorado State is 1-0 so far against CU this season. Colorado trying to even that up tonight.
And last year when these two teams met for the first time, Colorado won the first game here in Boulder before losing to Colorado State up in Fort Collins. It switched around this time for Game 1. We'll see how Game 2 goes in just a couple minutes.
Well, Game 2 has been where Colorado has thrived. They've not been able to put together a 2-game sweep of an opponent very much this season, but when they've lost the first game, they've come out with a fire the following game. They're 3-1 in Game 2s, in Game 2s in which they lost the previous night. So this team knows how to recover after a loss.
Yeah, you were talking about that basically one series in which they completed the sweep of both games, that being San Diego State back in mid-late September. And yeah, other than the UCO series in which Colorado lost both of them, I believe you're right. Other than that one game, they're very, very good in these Game 2s, and especially coming home here with the crowd. Colorado has all the momentum. Their previous Game 2, like I just said, they won 7-6 in overtime. So what can they do in this Game 2?
And one of the bigger changes is Matt Server started the first game in Fort Collins last night. Ogwen seems to have the net tonight for the Buffs, and that's a switch that we've seen a couple times this season, and that's helped resulted in the second game win when Ogwen's in net. So we'll have to see if that's the case again tonight against the Rams.
Well, last night in Fort Collins, it went down to the wire. 2-2 tied until the final minute when Colorado State took the lead. But a big story coming out of that game, Luke Gosnell for Colorado and Noah Decker for Colorado State, both ejected for game misconduct in the second period. The question coming tonight were if both those players were going to play the match here in Boulder, 8-2, lost in Fort Collins the next day, and then the final series of the year that these two teams played each other just did not go CU's way. They're trying to really get their first win against CU since a year ago to the day, December 2nd, 2022, was their last win against Colorado State.
Yeah, and they had that one here in Boulder in late February last year, and unfortunately it just went the other way. Up 3-0 were the Buffs, and they gave up 5 straight goals to lose that 5-3 in regulation, and just an unfortunate ending, especially against your rival for the Buffs last season. So you're right, Alex. Obviously we lost last night 4-2, and I'm excited to hopefully get a win here tonight.
These two teams look very different than what they were just a year ago. Colorado lost a couple players, and Quinn Streppel, the captain. They also lost Johnny Peterson, who's a big force on the defensive pairing. But these new additions of Douglas Wood, Brody Pearson, and Rat Marcinkevičius have really boosted this team this season so far.
Yeah, Marcinkevičius has been fantastic. George Issa, who I don't believe is in tonight, we didn't see him in warm-ups, also fantastic. And a lot of players we discussed not getting fully on the scoreboard, but their playing has had a huge impact on ice in-game situations.
And then Wood and Pearson obviously near the top of the score sheet on the team as well. So really these new additions are having big impacts on the season, and maybe we'll see more of that tonight.
Colorado State, the big addition, Connor Petrangelo. 5 goals, 5 assists, including the game winner last night in the final minute of regulation. Been a huge addition to this team. But for me, what I want to focus on, the departures.
Yeah.
Max Deverodinnis and Max Kleiner, 2 of their biggest threats on this Ram team, not on the team this year.
Yeah, they were massive threats during the 4 games last season, and the 2 we were able to broadcast here in Boulder and just got in all over the scoring were those 2. And I don't remember the exact stats, but I know they were definitely had a big hand in that 5 goal comeback.
Remember, Kleiner
against
had
the
that
Buffs.
7-point night before
Yes.
Collins the night before when they won 13-2.
Yep.
So obviously a huge departure for this Rams team, but they've got a lot of that solid depth that they have been using for a long time. So Colorado, coming into this one, really struggling. They can't get the job done in game 1. They've done well in game 2s. What is the key to success for Colorado tonight?
I think they need to get a lead. They didn't get a lead last night. They were down 1-0, 2-1, and then eventually 3-0 or 3-2, 4-2. So I think if they can get up to the early lead, it gives them a better chance, obviously, than having to keep chasing the Rams.
I would say a very good point, and in addition to that, I would say consistency, honestly. The Buffs need to be consistent in all 3 zones on the ice. They need to be consistent in their D-zone coverage and need to be consistent in both looking for good high-danger offensive chances and finishing on them. The Buffs, this D1 team has a lot of issue looking for that perfect play, that perfect pass, and against a team like this, Colorado State, who's pretty good, they need to not do that.
Well, we are so excited here at ScubUp Sports to bring you coverage of tonight's Rocky Mountain Faceoff. Puck drop in just about 3 minutes. We'll be back in just a few minutes to bring you puck drop between the Buffs and the Rams. Welcome to the CU Rec Center for tonight's main event. The Buffaloes and the Rams take 2 after last night's thrilling finish in Fort Collins.
I'm excited, Alex. I'm very excited.
Against the Buffs, going back to last season. Buffs trying to avoid a 5-game losing streak to Colorado State. And man, this is obviously one of the biggest games. That you saw how loud the crowd was. The atmosphere in here is electric right now. The atmosphere at the CU Rec Center tonight is electric. See the amount of people. This place is packed, full to the brim, full capacity, and there's even a massive wall of people watching on from the concourse. Aiden, who are the starting goaltenders here tonight?
Yeah, for the Rams here we have once again the man who started all 4 games against the Buffs last year, Sam Simon, number 31. He has an amazing record of 10-5-2 this season, giving up on average just a little bit more than 3 goals per game. Very good save percentage, for him, no shutouts. Now on the other end, our home goalie, Liam Ogwen, in net, number 29 for the Buffs. Slightly higher on average goals allowed per game, and a slightly lower save percentage. But overall, these 2 goalies are good, they can get at it.
Buffs and Rams underway from the CU Rec Center. Starting forward line, Trunco, Borghi, and DiDomizio, Kite and Ferguson, the defensive pairing that starts tonight for Colorado. DiDomizio has it into the boards, tries to squeeze it towards Borghi, back to DiDomizio, looking in the corner. Puck pops right in front of the crease. Simon quickly plays it away. Borghi keeps the pressure on. Kept away by the Rams. Here's Latkovsky, the leading point scorer and one of the better players here in the WCHL, and of course the best player for Colorado State.
Latkovsky, a ton of points here for the Rams, and you got to watch out for a player like him if you're the Buffs here. You want to nullify any chances he can get.
Good poke check off of Maestas. Here's Pearson, shoots one, scores! Brody Pearson gets the Buffs off and rolling. 1-0 Buffs on the first shot of the game.
What a shot there from Pearson. Used the defender as a screen and picks the corner right over the glove of Simon. An early lead here for the Buffs, just less than a minute in, and there it is, the lead.
Off to a real quick start. That leads to Ron and Jared, and similar to how they played that second game versus Missouri State here a couple weekends ago, getting that quick early first goal and never really looking back.
Ogwen makes his first stop of the game. Not really a total shot, but corrals the bouncing puck, and that glove he loves to use. Just over a minute in, and just like that, it's 1-0 Buffs. Draw control by the Rams. Here's Shaw. Shaw trying to put that on net, right on the side of the net. Net moved a little bit, not off not off its moorings though, just yet. This will go all the way back down to Sam Simon. He'll just tap it towards Justin Rudrow. Leaves it behind, and Shaw takes control for the Rams. Shaw loses control a little bit, but is able to get it away to a fellow green jersey. Here's Rudrow now. Across the blue line, Justin Rudrow drops it off. Gets it poked away by Hartman, and now Kenny takes over. Kenny over to Pashenik. Here's Pearson. Has already 1 goal tonight, looking for 2, and he can't get the one move over there. Now a chance in front in the slot gets knocked away by Colorado State. Here's Connor Petrangelo that scored that game-winning goal for the Rams in the final minute of last night's contest. Kenny able to get it away towards Hartman. He's going to be able to tap it to McConaughey. Now Wood taps it up for McConaughey. This line puts up the first goal of the game with Brody Pearson getting the opening goal in tonight's matchup. McConaughey.
Pearson and Wood in the top 3 scoring outside of McConaughey for the Buffs here. 2 of them getting back on the board in the first minutes.
That one just like Kate's shot, tipped there by Wood. Doesn't get all he wanted on it. McConaughey going for a physical play and gets an uproar from the crowd. McConaughey looking towards Keaton Foy, who's playing tonight as an extra forward for the Buffs, as he continues to just have it in a 1-on-4 and keeps it in the Rams zone. Kate shoots in the slap. Is made by Simon, and he's just able to cover. Boy, Keaton Foy was right there to capitalize if he doesn't glove it.
Yeah, great way to keep the pressure on and not back off. Another couple grade A chances there for the Buffs. Simon able to keep that one out.
Keaton Foy takes the faceoff and wins the faceoff. Ferguson going down towards Blake Blevins. Past Bandoni, a nice tip to keep it in CU's possession.
Bandoni, that extra forward we believe tonight in for Issa, and what a really nice poke play there to prevent a nice rush break happening for the Rams.
Ferguson behind his own net. Jack Ferguson, a lob pass looking for Blevins. It's a little far. Taken by Ty Doan for Colorado State. Colorado trying to keep possession in their offensive zone. A stick is loose on the ice, and there's a shot from Caleb Gold. And Simon is able to make the stop. Doan picks it up. Gets that pass to Riley Huntbon. Huntbon trying to work around Luke Gosnell. Back in the lineup tonight after getting ejected from Friday night's contest. That shot deflected away by the stick of DiDomizio. Gold clears the zone. And now Borghi just taps it for Gosnell. Gosnell sends it in. Goes behind the Colorado State net, and the puck has been iced.
High flying first 4 minutes. What a pace that this game has
The
started.
energy.
Energy in this in the building, in the rink right now. You can see when fans packed here. Even on the windows. I told you guys that they'd have the windows, but they painted over them and they're still making it work.
Offensive zone draw for the Rams. Ref's waiting for a signal. He gets it. He'll send DiDomizio out of the circle. Trunco will take the faceoff for Colorado. Faceoff control by Colorado right there. Goes behind the Buffs net. Borghi over there for the Buffs, taken away by Latkovsky. Shoots one, tough angle, and O'Gwyn's got the stop. DiDomizio picks up the floating puck, and he's going to try and get that past to Borghi. He does. He'll just leave it for Caleb Gold. Gets it to Trunco. Trunco in the attacking zone. Pivots. Gets that pass towards Gold. Can't make the play. Rams will take over. Latkovsky giving it to Petrezek. He's going to take down Kenny, and now a big hit from Adam Trunco.
That's going to be a penalty.
And I don't know about that call. Certainly a big hit in the corner by Trunco there, but I believe he was close enough to the goal. Okay.
Pietrangelo shoots one, and O'Gwyn makes the stop. About a minute gone on this power play for the Rams.
Yeah, slight technical issues there. Think we got figured out.
He didn't miss much. Rams on the power play. Petrezek doing a big loop-de-loop. And now he loses the puck. Hartman trying to clear. It goes off. I think the linesman kept in by the Rams now. Both teams still fighting for the puck, and now it's cleared by the Buffs with 45 seconds to go on the Trunco penalty. Rams move up the ice once again. Here's Noah Decker, also back in the lineup for the Rams after being ejected from last night's contest. Decker trying to get that pass towards Doan. Buffs trying to clear and overskated by Bunting. Kept in by the Rams. Shot high over the net.
Bunting's going to go to the box for hooking there.
And so one of the big issues the Buffs had in last night's game was taking a bunch of penalties, and they're not off to a great start. 2 penalties here in the first 10 minutes. Bunting will share the box with Trunco for 12 seconds.
And not even the last game, it's just been the last while for the Buffs. They've just had issues with penalties versus Missouri State, versus Utah, versus the past number of teams that they played against. They just can't be doing that.
So Justin Vickers, one of the 2 captains on this team, along with Trent Cowden, will take the face-off for the Rams. It's won by Colorado State. Tidone trying to keep it in. Kate gloves it down, and he leaps up and clears. Boy, pretty athletic play there from Jesse Kate.
Back to 5-on-4 now.
Trunco's out of the box. And now the Buffs have another 2 minutes to kill. This one's sent down. Here's Decker. Bring it over and to clear it out again. Tried to find a green jersey to pass it to, and the Buffs are able to clear once more.
Yeah, despite being early on, this is a big kill for the Buffs here. You don't want to. You built up some momentum here early on. You do not want to give that up.
Here's Pietrangelo. He's got Vickers. Pietrangelo tried to go to Vickers, maybe even Lakovsky, but it was picked off and cleared by the Buffs. About a minute gone on this second penalty for Colorado. Bunting still in the box for another minute. Here's Cromwell going to Pietrangelo. And now Riley Huntbond. Across the blue line. Huntbond fires one that gets deflected. Pietrangelo. Lakovsky can't handle the puck, and it exits the zone again.
Full change here for the Buffs. First skaters on the ice to probably get a majority of this kill off the board.
Still in the neutral zone. Cromwell just dumps it out. Here's Petrezek. Petrezek shoots one, and Ogwin makes the stop. About 30 seconds left on this power play for Colorado State.
Yeah, Lakovsky there a little bit frustrated looking at his teammates on the ice as they went to collect that latest dump back by Colorado. And with 30 seconds left on this penalty kill, Colorado doing a very, very good job thus far.
Cromwell holds, gives to Petrezek. He circles, switches places with Cromwell, now goes to Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo holds. He waits, 10 seconds left on the penalty. Petrezek has Pietrangelo. Tipped away. Here comes Blake Blevins. Blevins makes a move around Rudrow and now shoved off by Pietrangelo. Simon will cover and the penalty's killed.
What a great penalty kill by the Buffs there. They take the second penalty, the 5-on-3, and despite being only for 12 seconds, that's another most of a power play to kill afterwards, and they're able to kill a good, probably near 4 minutes of power play time from Colorado State, and not just kill it, but kill it solidly. Colorado State had but 1, 2 very good chances, so impressive work by the penalty killers of the Buffs.
Turnover towards Wood. He was looking for McConaughey. He was not in the right place. Dumped back in by the Buffs. Wood to go chase it down. Kinney will get over there and fight with Vickers for it. Rams will clear. Decker fighting with McConaughey, and now it's stuck in neutral ice. Here comes Colorado State. Popped up in a big hit in the corner by Kinney, and TJ Norris is still down in the corner. They're going to blow the whistle. That was a massive hit.
He went into the boards hard there.
Massive hit into the boards hard, and I think he hit like knees and head first into the in almost fetal position into the boards.
Yeah, that one's tough. Trunco helps the trainer over to go check on TJ Norris. Looks to be okay, just a little shaken up after taking the hit. Won't even get off the ice. He'll just go back to the bench.
That's tough. That was a large.
I'm actually very surprised Kenny didn't go to the box there, because he was pretty far away from the boards there.
I saw it more of as a clean hit that ended up being a heavy hit into the boards, which I think was the right call by the refs. But yeah, there was the possibility there.
Max Pashenik in the face-off circle for the Buffs. He'll take the draw. Marcinkevičius has it. Pashenik trying to get to the loose puck, throws it on, and Simon makes the stop. Puck pops free, and it's cleared out. Big hit from Marcinkevičius, and the puck's been iced by Podlesh.
Marcinkevičius, one of those players on this Buffaloes team that can throw that body. Him, Farrow, a bunch of players like that. So they've got physicality on this team. They've got it to match Colorado State, and based on the energy through this game thus far, I'd say they're going to have to use it for the full 60 minutes.
Pashenik will take another face-off, and he wins this time. Kate fires one, just wide of the net. Farrow holds, goes down low to Pashenik, trying that wraparound pass in front, and now they stop play.
I think the net came off.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to be. Farrow was right in front, maybe trying to bang that pass home, but it was a bit of a bouncing puck, not a great chance.
No, but still a lucky break for the Rams there. A lot of players down low, a lot of players crashing, and would have been tough to either collect or similarly get rid of the puck for the Rams. So.
Pashenik to take another offensive zone draw. This time Colorado wins again. Farrow gets it to Pashenik. Pashenik drops back for Farrow. Farrow sends it around the boards. Kate to go grab it for the Buffs. Down low, works Podlesh off the puck, and now a blast high over the net from Ferguson. Kate tried to put one on net and gets deflected by Huntbaum. Ferguson dumps it down and on, so Podlesh will grab it. Podlesh hands over. Dionisio tips the puck, trying to keep it in the offensive zone for the Buffs. First 10 minutes gone from the rec center. 1-0 Buffs from an early goal from Brody Pearson. Borgie shoots one block. Rebound is loose. Simon makes the stop, and it's taken away by the Rams defense.
Sam Simon here locked in early, but the Buffaloes doing an amazing job pressuring the Rams into their defensive zone.
Borgie's shot goes wide on the pass from Dionisio. Stick is loose on the ice right now. Fan on that pass. Cowden fighting with Borgie in the corner. Now a big hit laid on by Petrezek on Borgie. Foy try to get it in the corner. Borgie's over there for the Buffs. He trips. And now the Rams trying to clear the zone. Turnover right in front of the net. Foy scores! Buffs currently have a 2-0 lead. Blevins. Pietrangelo has it for the Rams. There's a whistle. 8.5 left in the first. 2-0 Buffs after the goal from Keaton Foy. Draw control by Colorado. Here's Quentin Kinney. Gives McConaughey. McConaughey trying to work around Pietrangelo. And now Calagrasso takes over for CSU. Here's McConaughey now. Wood has it across the blue line. Gets to Pearson. Oh, and he's taken down. Big hit laid on by the CSU defense. And Kinney responds with a big hit, taking down the CSU defender in Rudrow. He heads to the bench. Now Wood takes over. Wood has Kinney. Wood shoots one, and Simon makes the stop.
Just another example of providing that pressure, leading to chances. Kinney lays a big hit, shakes up the defender of the Rams, and a near break there for Dougie Wood. saved by Simon, but the Buffs still have the 2-0 lead.
Just under 8 minutes to go in the first period. Buffs have jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Here's Kate. Sent into Marcinkevičius. Pashenik knocked off the puck. Rams take over. Here's a steal. Pashenik stopped and robbed by Sam Simon. Boy, is that a huge save early in this one.
Oh, for sure. Going down 3-0 this early would be highly, of course, detrimental to the Rams, but massive for the Buffs. I mean, that's a really impressive stop. Just holding on to the puck there. Sam Simon really well done.
Pashenik wins the draw. Here's Kate. Keeps it in. Pashenik. Now Ferguson throws it on net. It's wide. Kate gets to the puck, tries to throw it on. Didn't get all he wanted on that shot. Farrow holds, knocks the stick off of Noah Green. Now cleared in by the Rams. Buffs will control in their defensive zone. Green does have his stick back. Ferguson gives to Kate. Kate back to Ferguson. Now Farrow dumps it in. It's Bova. Nick Bova gives to Shaw. Little stick there, high stick from Marcinkevičius that they signal now. They'll keep play going though. Trunko trying to get into the neutral zone, out of the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Can't get there. Simon leaves it for Shaw. 6.5 left in the first. 2-0 Buffs here on ScoBuff Sports. Turnover in the defensive zone for the Rams. DiDomizio trying to pass to Trunko is taken away by the Rams defense.
The Buffs are absolutely skating circles around the Rams right now. Offside there, quick. The Rams with that
Gosnell a little shove on Latkovsky as he loses his stick.
Gosnell over the top to the ref.
Well, I mean, Gosnell drew a ton of attention last night with that big hit on Decker that got him and both him and Decker ejected. So the Rams not happy with Luke Gosnell right now. Seems to be a bit of a target here tonight.
No, but incredible pace by both teams here, and despite only being a 2-0, Colorado's just been absolutely wandering around the zone. CSU has been basically on the back pedal ever since that first goal, and Colorado's really putting their mark, at least here in this first period.
DiDomizio in the face-off circle for the Buffs, and the Buffs will control. Gosnell gives to Gold, now Trunko. Off the skate of DiDomizio, and now Trunko to pick up the loose puck. Dumps it in, Simon will have to make the stop, and he'll draw the whistle with just under 6 minutes left in the first.
Yeah, just making, keeping the Rams in the defensive zone, even if it's just an offensive zone face-off, a dump in from center ice, likely not going to go in. Anything could happen, but an offensive draw and another chance to keep the possession and keep that foot on the gas.
Here's a shot that gets deflected and goes on the glass. Podlesh trying to get that pass to Maestas, had a little too much heat on it. Gold trying to clear, kept in by Petrzelik. Has Maestas, but he loses control of the puck. DiDomizio gives to Trunko, and now Gosnell. Big hit in the corner, and now a whistle offsides is Mark Borghi.
Yeah, I think that was close. That was close. Borghi nearly stayed on side there, but didn't get clean possession of that. If he caught that pass cleanly, I think they would have called that onside, but he bobbled a little bit, causing the offsides, and another close that would have been a 2-on-1, I'm pretty sure, if that play continued.
Rams control the draw, and they send it into the Colorado zone. Colagrosso over there for the Rams. And Blevins loses control, but Buffs will maintain possession regardless. Blevins has possession again, and Shaw knocks him off. Pietrangelo picks up the puck for the Rams. Pietrangelo trying to just get any sort of pass, stuck behind the Buffs net, and Colorado controls for a moment.
The Buffs here with incredible communication and passing, especially in their own zone. They've been able to worry their way out of a couple dangerous situations, really because of their passing is A game right now.
Colagrosso trying to move around the Buffs defense. Kite boxes him out. And now 5 players into the boards. Bandoni has it for the Buffs, being chased by Colagrosso. Bandoni trying to make a move, now sends it in. Bandoni still has control. Gets it back to Kite. Kite fires a shot, deflected! And Simon able to make the stop off of the stick of Bandoni.
Really nice shot from Kite there. Just deflected right off the leg of Bandoni.
So now Decker in the corner. All alone for the Rams, loses possession, and now Colorado takes over. Cromwell now for the Rams. Gives to Decker. Decker across the blue line, guarded by Pearson. Rolls into the corner. Decker still has it. Gets it to Cromwell. Cromwell sends it into the corner himself, looking for Norris. Back out on the ice after that hit from Kinney. Doan shoots one. Ogwin with the glove stop.
Ogwin and his glove. Just amazing.
Like bread and butter.
Exactly. Game in, game out. He wants to flash that glove, and he's catching that puck. Amazing score. Just amazing play from the Buffs this first period.
Here's Cromwell. Gives Decker, shoots one way high after it gets deflected and into the netting. So another offensive zone draw for the Rams. Down 2-0, which is about 3.5 left to go in the first period. We'll have a face-off to the left of Liam O'Gwyn. Draws control by the Buffs. Gold able to get it towards Gosnell. He's got Farrow up there. Tries to nudge it towards him along the boards, and it doesn't work. Mashenik trying to get it over to Marcinkevichus, and Doan gets a pass towards Norris. He sends it in. Here's Gold behind for Gosnell. Gosnell gets it up past Mashenik, and it will be cleared.
Did you see that speed by Justin Peckers there trying to catch up to the play? Unbelievable on the far boards there.
Buffs ice the puck here.
So they'll have to, another defensive zone draw coming up. But yeah, I remember even just looking back last year, Justin Vickers just flying down, up and down the ice, had a lot of speed for the Rams, even though he was listed as a defender last year and this year too. Maybe he's playing forward tonight. I think he is. He took a face-off or two, so here's Cowden with the shot, and the save is made by O'Gwyn. Marcinkevichus blocks that shot unknowingly, and the Rams keep possession. Forward shot blocked by Gosnell. And Marcinkevichus trying to clear. Stuck in the corner. Floats up behind the Buffs net. Gold still fighting for the puck. Green trying to get that pass to Huntbond just off his stick.
Beautiful play from Gosnell.
Yeah, Gosnell did just enough there to disrupt the shot.
Ohala couldn't keep it in. He did keep it in, but he almost couldn't. And so now Gosnell has it behind his own net, behind the goal line. Here's Mashenik to clear. Tony Ohala to go chase it down for the Rams. Rams bench wanting the icing. Ref's not going to give it to him. Ohala gives it to Green. Noah Green. Lift pass taken away by DiDomizio, and he's offsides. Now it's a little bit of physicality after the play. Got to be careful. Borgie getting in the face of a player. Ref's got to separate this quickly before it gets ugly. And the Buffs take another penalty.
I mean, yeah, they want to avoid taking penalties where they can, but I have no issue, honestly, with this style of play Colorado is aiming for. You want to get under your opponent's skin, you want to get under your rival's skin, especially at home. They're doing a fine job.
Yeah, that just looked like DiDomizio was in the shot motion as the whistle blew for offsides. The linesman blew that whistle a little late too.
Yeah.
So I think DiDomizio in the midst of a shot sent it on after the whistle, and that's a no-no in hockey. You don't do that.
That's one of those unwritten rules that always is going to tick off the opponent. And so now the ref having to explain this whole situation to the Colorado State bench.
A bench shoot which is filled, by the way, with fantastic uniforms. I really, really do love Colorado. As much as they are our rivals, I know, but they're good. I really like it.
Faceoff fought for in neutral ice. And now in the neutral zone, the Buffs take over. Here's Kinney. Quentin Kinney. Into Trunco. His pass picked off. And, well, Nick Bova couldn't stick with it the whole way through. Latkovsky makes a move. Knocked off the puck by Borgie. Stays with it, though. Borgie does take over for the Buffs, though. Has some room. Pass is almost cleanly picked off by Petrzelik. Minute and a half left in the first. 2-0 Buffs here on ScoBuff Sports.
Just lucky that pass was so strong. It rebounded right back to Borgie, I think, but possibly other players.
Maysauce trying to pass to Petrzelik. He slips and falls. And now Bova takes over for the Rams, getting it to Latkovsky. Latkovsky fires and glove stopped by O'Gwen. Latkovsky fans are O'Gwen raising the crowd. They're getting physical behind the Buffs net. I look down for 2 seconds and the crowd goes nuts. So I don't know exactly what transpired.
O'Gwen looked like he was talking to the Ram who fired the shot off. I don't know what caused that, but a little bit of a. Would you say that was a brouhaha back there?
Yeah, maybe it was. And so now a player for Colorado State going into the box.
It's just arguing that decision.
Oh, unsportsmanlike on top of it too.
So unsportsmanlike conduct on Tristan Maysauce, and now they're discussing the whole situation.
I think it was a penalty, and then an unsportsmanlike on top of it too.
Oh.
Oh, he's gone for the.
Wow.
That might just be for the 10-minute misconduct. Might be back later.
Well, yeah, to be fair, there is only one.
Yeah.
There's a little over a minute left in the first. Makes sense why he's going to the locker room. So we're not sure exactly what's going to happen to Maysauce, but if Maysauce can't come back in the game, that's a huge loss for this Ram team.
Massive loss for the Rams, and right now this crowd is so pumped up. You're going to split this power play, assuming it goes full length either way. With this crowd energy, score here in the next 111 for the Buffs. Going at 3-0 after this first would be monumental.
Thinking about penalties in this situation, this is now the third game we broadcasted this weekend.
Yep.
I think before all four intermissions, so far, there has been a penalty and a power play crossing over in between periods. We're going to be 5 for 5 in the weekend here at the Rec Center. Pearson gives to Gosnell and another penalty coming up.
Yeah, Wood's going to the box. High sticking.
So he doesn't. I don't even think he knows what he did. So we're gonna have 4-on-4 for the rest of the first, and then into the second period, and then the Rams at the end of this will get a 4-second power play. Is the battery dead? It did. It's died. It's done right still on right though.
How do you get it out?
Here's Ferguson in the final minute.
Sorry.
Apologies. Here's McConaughey. He gets knocked off the puck. Final 50 seconds. Stick with us here on ScoBuff Sports. We're figuring out our issues here. Here's Decker. Decker shoots one wide of the net. Here's Ferguson. Up to Pearson. In the final 30 seconds, Pearson tries to throw one on. Pearson behind the net. Pearson looking for Ferguson. Knocked off. Rams trying to get one final rush here in the final 15 seconds. Taken away by Pearson, but can't really draw up a scoring opportunity. Not a clean takeaway.
Surprised a little bit there. They had that puck, unable to keep up the speed.
Latkovsky has it in the final 5 seconds, and they're just going to play to end the period. Decker crossed the red line. Final second. That's it. End of the first period here from the CU Rec Center. Buffaloes 2, Rams 0. Takeaways from the first, guys.
I mean, that's exactly what the Buffs needed to do here to start this second game of the home and home. They started early, scoring under a minute into the first period, and then they kept the foot on the gas the entire time. It felt like we were looking from our spot left almost the entire first period as the Buffs just kept putting pressure. It was like waves on the ocean, one right after the other, And that pressure led to the second goal as well as Foy just able to force a turnover with a hard forecheck and tuck it home to make it 2-0.
Yeah, we've been talking about that need for consistent pressure and that the ability to just hound your opponents on the puck, man on man, in their own zone, whole zone coverage, all that. And really, really well done by the Buffs here in this first period. They were able to complete that to near perfection. They only lit up 9 shots on goal, 15 of their own, and 2 of those went in. So massive first period for the Buffs here, and we'll see if they can keep that up in the second.
So the Zamboni comes out. We're going to take a little bit of a break here between the first and the second. We'll be back for the second period of action. 2-0 Buffs going at the end of the first. Welcome back to the CU Rec Center for the second period of the Rocky Mountain Faceoff here in Boulder. Buffs and Rams to do part for 20 more minutes. Current score 2-0 Colorado. The Buffs have the lead and are looking to build on it here in the second period.
Yeah, great first period. Now it really is about the second, because we saw a great first period the last time the Buffs were in that 7-6 overtime winner. They had a big lead in that one. It fell away from them. So see how they respond in this second period with the 2-0 lead.
So Colorado State, with about 30 seconds left on this 4-on-4, completely forgot about that. We have 4-on-4 here for a little bit, and then a 4-second power play for the Rams. So here's Pashenik, across the blue line. Pashenik pivots. Now gets it to Ferguson, who fires one. Borgie wanted that pass too. Now he fires one. It's wide. Pashenik trips. He could have made it. Got a rebound, but doesn't work out. They'll back up. The 4-on-4 ends. 4 seconds of a CSU power play, and that will do it. Back to even strength here at the Rec Center. Turnover. Here's Dougie Wood. We're fresh out of the box, and he misses it. Wanted that backhander. Be cleared in by Cromwell. Latkovsky, a nice twirl, but loses control of the puck in the process. Gold gets that up to McConaughey. And now a loose puck for Brody Pearson. He fires one tough angle, goes off the glass and into the netting. So a fast-paced first minute and a half, and back to even strength.
Yeah, back to even strength, and kind of right back to what it felt like the first period was. A lot of chances in the or a lot of time in the offensive zone.
The linesman in, away with it, trying to get to McConaughey. He wasn't looking for the pass. Trent Cowden, one of the captains for this Ram team, to clear. Kept in by the Buffs, though. And now it exits the zone. Goal to dump it in. Simon loves it, drops it off for Shaw. Lead pass, he's got Noah Decker. Noah Decker waits, gets boxed out by two Buff defenders. Big hit there from Gosnell on Petrezek. He doesn't take too kindly to it.
Smart play by Gosnell, though. Because they recognized that he wasn't going to be able to get the puck out and instead bodied the CSU player. Could have been a...
And now they blow the whistles after Bova takes down a CU player. I think that is Gosnell.
I think he likes the Rocky Mountain face-off, Alex.
He's
in the middle of it.
And that's Cowden who took him down. Both Cowden and Gosnell look to be heading to the bench.
Yeah, not exactly sure why the whistle blew there, but nonetheless, face-off in neutral ice.
DiDomizio wins the face-off for the Buffs. Borgie loses control of the puck, loses track of where it is, and then gets it to Hartman. Off the stick of Borgie and into the Colorado State zone. Trunco looking for a play. Now Hartman towards Kinney. That's just wide of the net. So Hartman to chase it down. Huntbon giving massive chase. Really trying to catch up in that play. Could not do so. Hartman beats him to the puck. Here's Trunco now for the Buffs. Trunco, he's got Marcin Kevichus. It's poked away. Hartman trying to keep it in. Trunco gets that pass towards Peshenik, and it's taken away. Peshenik steals again. His shot deflected off a stick and into the netting.
What about UCB guest?
I'm on that.
Shit.
30 seconds left on the power play for the Buffs. We'll have a face-off at center ice. Apologies for the technical issues. Wi-Fi around here is running a bit scarce with the sheer density of people in this stadium.
It's the pure number
Arena, if you will.
It's pretty hard to come by, and we'll do. Regardless, both are going to go on the board. I believe it's going to be matching riders of 4 and 4.
Peshenik in the box for the Buffs. Tyson Shaw in the box for the Rams.
I mean, I'm actually a little surprised. That was you get taken down and you end up in the box.
Yeah,
that's not
that
fun.
might happen, but 4-on-4 here, more open ice for players such as Drew McConaughey there in the face-off dot.
It's probably the best line out there for Colorado right now. Wood, McConaughey, and Pearson. That line has been electric all season.
I don't think Wood's on the ice right now, though. That's Kinney, I think, over there.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It
is
Pearson
either
and
way.
McConaughey, though, number 2 and number 3 in terms of points on this team, trailing only Douglas Wood.
Kinney off the face-off, gives to Alex Hartman. He fires one, gloved by Simon.
And again, just keeping the puck in the Rams' end, even if it's just a fluttering shot onto Simon. They're keeping it in the offensive zone and can't score on the Buffs if they're in their own end.
Cowden loses control of the puck. McConaughey trying to take advantage of it. McConaughey below the goal line, looking for Pearson. Now Bova's able to take control. Colorado State trying to exit their defensive zone. They do. Colagrosso. Cross the blue line. Colagrosso throws one on O'Quinn's got the stop. Pops right out. And the Buffs will clear. Borghi has it. Borghi, his shot blocked. Borghi taken away by Kinney. Kinney waits. Kinney trying to get that centering pass. Now Borghi shoots one. Oh, and I think that might have hit the crossbar.
It was awfully close to finding the back of the net.
Here's Kinney. Shoots one on the toe drag. Rebound almost in. 45 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And the puck has been iced.
Kinney's been a presence this game so far. First period, he was throwing the body, making the Rams uncomfortable, and now a grade A chance, almost leading to the third goal for the Buffs to extend the lead even further.
Marcinkevičius in the circle for the Buffs. Marcinkevičius off the draw. Bolt's taken away by Doan. Cleared in, there's Rudrow. Rudrow shoots off with O'Gwyn's glove. He can't cleanly glove it. It's kind of a rarity for Liam O'Gwyn. CSU can't capitalize. 20 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Here's Wood. Shoots, deflected by Ferguson and wide of the net. Marcinkevičius holds. Gives to Ferguson. Ferguson. Nice little move. Jack Ferguson. Try to get that behind. 5-on-5. Even strength. Both players out of the box. That one's off of Foy. Hunbon with a breakaway. Scores.
That was offsides.
Now, will they look at this? Will they look at this? Riley Hunbon has a goal right now, but
that was 1,000,000% offsides. No way.
Kate trying to make his case. They're going to have a discussion about this.
I mean, we're unable to show you the replay on this broadcast, but there's no way.
No, that was offside.
Absolutely no way that's offside.
That was offsides. I don't even think it was close.
Trunco trying to plead his case.
That was offsides. I said that multiple times. I'm speechless.
And pick up the puck.
Wow.
Goal's going to stand. Colorado State has cut the lead in half.
Absolutely no way that was onside. Both skates were at least a foot, 2 feet across by the time the puck hit.
Well, regardless, the Buffs have to put that behind them. Here's a shot. O'Quinn makes the stop. Loose in front, taken away by Colorado. Here comes Bandoni. Potential 2-on-1. Here comes Foy. Foy gets it poked away, picked up. There's a shot, and it's taken away by CSU's defense.
What a massive chance, though.
Blevins on the rebound, scores! Blake Blevins, 3-1 Buffs.
What a response from the Buffaloes there. 3-on-1, and they're not able to convert on the first chance. It goes back to the trailer, bam, and in.
I think that is, if you look at a dictionary, that's the definition of puck don't lie. Buffs respond immediately after a controversial goal on their own end, and back to the 2-goal lead that they held. 3-1, 10:52 left in the second period.
A hit in the corner by Kinney. He's been a real enforcer tonight for this Buffs team. And well, talk about it. Who would have expected 2 of the 3 goals tonight would be from Keaton Foy and Blake Blevins? Now here comes Pashenik. He's got an open look. Pashenik gets it poked away by Podlesh. Great defensive play. Now another shot taken away. Shot that's wide. Stuck in the corner. Hartman over there for Colorado. Farrow. Pass over towards the net. Simon covers.
Well, Alex, you made the point that Blevins and Foy, not always the names you see on the score sheet or in the goal column for the Buffs, but it's just one of those games when you're playing a rival where it gets grittier and tighter and you're checking harder. Those are when the players like that shine, just throwing the body, getting to the areas, and you know, you love to see it when you get everyone contributing to the game. On the score sheet, that is.
We are just about halfway done with this one. 3-1 Buffaloes. Goals from Pearson, Foy, and Blevins. The CSU goal scored by Riley Huntbon. Puck has been iced.
And there we go. I've been talking about it for weeks. Cam Bandoni on the assist there for that third response goal for the Buffs. Just an amazing play. And I've been talking about it. I've been wanting him to get assists for weeks. And Bandoni gets it right there with a nice pass to the trailer for Blevins. 3-1 Colorado.
Now McConaughey off. He missed the puck. Salmon will cover. So 9.5 left here in the second. Blevins getting that third goal for the Buffs. Bandoni getting the assist, his first point of the season.
And again, just finally, you weren't able to.
I know you're a
Alex,
big fan of Bandoni.
I was just saying to Jared, I've been clamoring for weeks for him to get on at least the assist column, and finally able to do so there. Great play.
McConaughey loses control. Here's Pietrangelo. Up towards Rudrow. Towards Doan, and he did not keep it in the zone offsides.
Well, that was a close one. I think, but nonetheless, offside. And that's going to go all the way down. I don't think the linesman liked the intentional touching of that one. And
Probably not.
Bova off the draw, gets it up towards Vickers. Taken away. Bova now has it circling around. Looking for Rudrow. Going to go ahead towards Pietrangelo. Now picked up by Rudrow off his stick.
What a poke by Gosnell to disrupt that goal rush, though.
Here's Trunco. Moves around the defense and gets poked away by Simon before he can make any sort of dangerous chance. Bova. Up towards Hartman. Now here's Trunco. Back to Hartman. He can't keep it in the zone. Picked up now by Colorado State. Here's Bova. He's got Pietrangelo. He leaves it to Pietrangelo. He shoots tough angles. Blockered away by El Gwyn. Pass. Glove. O'Gwyn makes the stop. .8:21 left in the second period. Buffs currently lead this one 3-1 here on ScoBuff Sports. Huntbahn in the circle for Colorado State, and he wins the draw for the Rams. Trying to throw that one towards O'Gwyn, and Hartman's going to be able to steer that one away. Here's Bunting, lifting it towards Blevins, who has the most recent goal in the game. Blevins shoots again. It's just wide.
I think that might have hit the knob of the stick of Simon.
Yeah, I think so.
Simon has to make another save. And so now Vickers overskates the puck. Kinney up towards Bunting. He gets to Blevins. Seems to have the hot hand right now. Bunting almost finishes it on the great pass from Blevins. See, this line seems that this line seems to have the hot stick right now. Blevins and Foy out there with Bunting. This line seems to be the one to put out right now.
They've been fantastic and unbelievably close.
And who would have called that at the beginning of this one? Simon makes the stop. Blevins strips. He's still able to try and get a stick on it. Bunting. He gets knocked down as well. He's just kind of sitting there holding with the puck. And now they'll stop play finally. Puck really hadn't moved. Bunting was in like, I think, a 3-on-1. So Bunting and Blevins will head to the bench. Farrow, Marcinkiewicz, and Pashenik now out there for the Buffs. 7:17 left here in the second period. Shaw holds, picked off. Here's Pashenik trying to squeeze his way through. Marcinkiewicz picks it up and scores!
What an unbelievable play from Marcinkiewicz.
Gives the fans a salute. What a shot.
Beautiful. Off the face-off blue line. They try to, CSU nifty move to try to get it out, and they do. They get the puck to the neutral zone, but just poked in back by CSU. Pashenik taking the puck for the first shot, unable to get through, but Marcinkiewicz coming through and coming home to the 4-1 lead. What a shot.
That's his third goal of the year. He's really turned it on here in the last month for the Buffs. Doan off his stick. A big hit from Doan on McConaughey. Slow to get up there. Passing from Pearson, almost bangs it in from the pass from Wood. Maestas for the Rams. Throws it on wide from deflected by Ferguson. Stick stop by O'Gwyn. Under 6.5 left in the second. That'll go into the netting. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. We'll take a quick break. Welcome back to the Rec Center. After that short break, we'll have a quick whistle off the face-off.
Penalty here on the Buffs. Pashenik's going to head to the box for tripping.
Picking up that assist on the Marcinkiewicz goal. Pashenik will head to the box. I mean, we're talking, if you're CSU right now, you would love a power play goal right now.
Yeah.
You got one last night. That came on a 5-on-3. You'd love just a normal power play goal here.
Yeah, down 3 with 6:17 left in the second period. A goal here would be big for the Rams to claw a little closer in this one.
Here's a shot that goes wide of the net. First 10 seconds of this power play for the Rams. Latkovsky shoots one. Blocker stopped by O'Gwyn. Rebound gobbled up by the Rams, but can't get that second opportunity. Turnover right in front, they score. Tristan Maestas cuts the lead down to 2, and the Rams get a much-needed goal.
Yeah, and that was a nice passing play from the Rams. Find Maestas alone in front and puts that right over the glove of O'Gwen to cut the lead in half on the power play.
Yeah, that was essential for the Rams there. Big response after letting up their fourth goal, going down 4-1, and just unfortunate there for the Bucks.
Face-off controlled by the Rams. 5.5 left in the second period. Buffs still maintaining a 2-goal lead here. Trunco. It's knocked away. Calagrasso for Colorado State trying to get that in the slot. Calagrasso trying tough angle shot. Didn't get in there, and they blow the play dead.
Yeah, net's off again, I think.
Yep, and the net was off. So, Colorado State has answered twice in this period, but they haven't got this, they haven't cut into the lead back down to 1. Well, actually they did on that first goal, I lied. It was 2-0, 2-1, and then the Buffs have now responded with 2 goals, and then Colorado State with the most recent tally. Big hit from Borghi on Cowden. From captain to captain. Taken away by Colorado. It goes off of Kinney. Now Petrangelo shoots wide. Colorado State keeps into the zone, 5 to go. In the second. Kinney trying to clear the zone. Leaves it for Borghi. He's got Trunco. Borghi gives to Trunco. Trunco, guarded by Cowden, gives to Borghi, shoots one, and it's a blocker stop by Sam Simon. Thrown on there by Kate. Now a hit towards the boards. Here comes Colorado State the other way. Rudrow's got Petresic. Rudrow trying to get that past Kate. Ferguson will grab it for the Buffs. Ferguson trying to get that lead pass. Good stick by the Rams defense. And now Cromwell gives to Petresic. Petresic, there's a stick loose, there's a shot. Stopped by O'Gwen. Bit of a tougher save than it looked like. And now the puck's cleared.
Yeah, that almost caught O'Gwen off guard there. He was able to get the right pad out, but nearly cut the lead back to 1 goal. But O'Gwen fights it off, and with 4:03, it's still 4-2 Buffs.
Do you guys have any offsides on film or what?
4 minutes to go in the second period. That shot's wide. .345 left in the second. Here's Doan. Throws it on off the boards. O'Gwen leaves for Ferguson. Ferguson holds. 3.5 to go. Let everyone complete a line change here. And he's really taking his time. Pass up to Pearson, off of his stick. Now Pearson races in. Pearson can't get that finishing touch. Now McConaughey has it, shoots, and it's into the netting.
I think he had him beat. I think he just.
Pearson had him completely.
I think he lost. I think it was partly losing the handle, and I think a nice defensive play that really just tie him up enough to not allow the shot to get off.
I think simply as well, he was also just going too fast. Pearson with incredible speed to catch up to that puck, he was able to, and just a little bit too fast, a little bit too far, and beat Sam Simon there, but unable to tuck that home for the 5th goal of the game for the Buffs.
Rams win the draw. Rudrow trying to dump it in. Excuse me, that's Vickers. Tell by his speed out there for the Rams. TJ Norris going to pick it up for Colorado State. Trying to get that shot on. Rebound is loose. Norris almost got his own rebound there. Norris still fighting for the puck with Caleb Gold. Over there with Pearson. Pearson comes away with it. Now here's Dougie Wood. Wood with Pearson and 2 more Buffs as reinforcements. Wood slows. Trying to get that pass towards McConaughey. Pearson picks up the loose puck. Gives to Wood. Wood moves around one defender, looking for somewhere to go with the puck. Not the greatest pass. Vickers comes away with it. McConaughey will beat Vickers out of the puck. Tried to swipe at it. Almost tripped him there.
Play there, nearly tripped McConaughey and put himself on the penalty kill, yeah.
Shaw, around the back. Gets it to Latkovsky. Hartman boxes him out. That pass errant. Buffs takes over. Buffs will take over. Lead pass to Pashenik. Pashenik moves in. He's taken down to the ice.
No, they didn't call it.
They
Oh,
blow the
maybe
whistle
not.
dead. They blow the play dead. Buffs bench and the fans here, they're clamoring for a penalty right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think I kind of agree with the no call there. I don't really think it was a penalty, albeit how nice it would have been to have one, but I do think good call though.
Here's Marcinkevičius. Just dumps it in. Sam Simon to play it. Around looking for Maestas. Maestas gets that pass across. Good stick by Marcinkevičius. Gets that nice pass to Farrow. And down low looking for Pashenik.
And this line going at again.
Pashenik wraparound. Puck is loose in the slot. Mad scramble for it. It pops free for Quentin Kinney. Kinney fires one wide of the net. Final minute and a half of the second period. Hartman's shot just missed the corner. Kinney fighting right next to the blue line. Kept in for now Maestas. Takes over for the Rams. Gives Latkovsky his shot. Deflected off the leg of Kinney. Doan shoots, blocked by Farrow cleanly. And now he gives, and Farrow is blown up by Doan. He's still on the ground. Foy shoots, stopped by Simon. Farrow slow to get up. He's up. They will not stop play there. They do not stop play for this. Farrow heads to the bench. He's on the bench. His stick still out on the ice. Final 45 seconds in this second
They're
period.
going to call the penalty here on this one. Oh. Farrow got hit up high there. I think that was the big complaint there.
But regardless, the Buffs will go to the power play to end the second period.
And once again,
Another split power play. Can't seem to get away from them right now.
No, but what a moment that would have been had hit on Farrow down in the corner and Foy and
Blevins.
Blevins, thank you. Foy and Blevins rushing it down. Had they scored there, what a moment that would have been. Beautiful stop though from Sam Simon on Foy.
2 minutes on the clock. Latkovsky going into the box.
They're gonna get him for roughing there. Tag him for roughing.
Here's Ferguson giving to Trunco. Shoots one. Stopped by Simon. And cleared out by the Rams defense. 30 seconds left in the second period. O'Gwen's going to try and pass it up to Borgie now. Leaves it for Ferguson. Ferguson moves in, stops, looking for a pass down low to Trunco. He gets it, now back up to Ferguson. Ferguson over to Pashenik, one-timer, deflected by Blevins and just away from the net. 5 seconds left in the second. Ferguson just going to keep it in the neutral zone, and that'll do it for period 2. Safe to say, an entertaining period from the rec center. Both teams put 2 behind the respective goaltenders, and it stays a 2-goal lead for the Colorado Buffaloes. 4-2 at the end of the second period.
Yeah, another yeah, exciting. That's a good way to put it. There's action everywhere. 2 goals apiece on each side.
Get some really big.
Really in on it. Obviously, both of them getting 2 goals. Just fantastic. All 4 of the goals scored in this period, honestly, quite good, except for, of course, that one that should have been offside, yet wasn't. But just an amazing play, or a period of play from both teams. Excuse me. The Rams, I would say, a little bit better than the Buffaloes that period. A little bit better. Obviously, both teams scored, but definitely a little bit better. Play there by the Rams.
So the Buffs end this period the way that they started this period, up 2. It takes a while to get to where we're at, but it ends in the same state that it was at the end of the first. 2-goal lead for Colorado. Buffs on top of the Rams, 4-2 here at the end of the second period. Welcome back to the CU Rec Center for the third period between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado State Rams. The Rocky Mountain face-off. Just about 30 seconds away from the buzzer sounding off. Buffs will start this third period with a 1-minute, 18-second power play. They currently lead this contest 4-2. Aiden, what's been going on with this D1 team this season overall?
Yeah, I mean, they've had an interesting run. They've had a number of games where they've been close, a couple of games where they have not been close. And this is one of the ones where they're close, and 20 minutes remaining, they've got to close this one out.
Jared, any thoughts about going into this third period? How do the Buffs close this?
I mean, I think the big thing that's been effective so far this game is their pressure on the defense of the Rams in the when they're forechecking. It's generated 2-3 goals this game already for the Buffaloes. So I think if they can keep it up and not get caught, you're up to. You don't have to be super aggressive, but you also don't want to back off. So I think the big thing is just keep playing how you're playing, because I think they've done a good job so far this game.
So 20 minutes on the clock, possibly the final 20 minutes of this one. Colorado State down 2 to start the period, and they're going to have to kill a penalty to begin the third. Noah Decker will face Marcin Kevichus for the opening faceoff.
Let's not forget the Buffs, though.
They've been playing an interesting amount of teams. They played Utah recently, they played Missouri State recently, they played Central Oklahoma, were completely demolished in those. But you can see, close in the Utah loss, and then close in the Utah win. Second game you were talking about, those second wins in the series, the overtime win after being shut out 3-0 from Missouri. Giving away the weekend against Central Oklahoma, but winning that first game 2-0 against Oklahoma, and then proceeding to get shut out 4-0, and a close loss and a close win against Oregon. So Colorado has definitely been in these games. They're definitely in this one, and they're up by 2. They're on the power play to start this period, and they need to play like they did in that first period. They let Colorado State back in a little bit, back into the game, allowed them to really kind of get their mojo, get their momentum going until the ice a little bit in their favor. And despite scoring twice, Colorado also scored twice. So here they need to just lock down and not let Colorado State back in this game even a little bit.
Well, remember, you go back to February and how this team ended their season. Really bitter taste in their mouth, leading 3-0 and then letting up a goal before the end of the period. They go into the third up 2 the last time they played the Rams here at home. And the Rams proceed to score 3 and then an empty netter to close out this last year's season series. They're trying to have that fate not happen tonight.
Yeah, that was very demoralizing for the Buffalo's perspective, and we hope it doesn't happen here tonight.
So Decker will take on Marcin Kevichus at center ice for the face-off. A little bit of a hold-up here to begin. O'Gwen's ready, gives the signal, and that means we're ready here at Scope Up Sports to begin the third period. They'll do the face-off again, and the Buffs and the Rams are underway here in the third period. From the Rec Center here in Boulder, Luke Gosnell up the face-off. Gives to Marcin Kevichus, cross to Pearson, and now McConaughey. Cross ice, hits Marcin Kevichus. Back over there, touch pass. Pearson tried to find a defender behind him. Now here's Gosnell. Up to Pearson. Now Wood. Wood. Cross ice. McConaughey shoots. Stopped by Simon. Marcinkiewicz with 40 seconds left on the power play. McConaughey now cross ice. Gosnell can't control it. Buffs will have to exit the zone. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Buffs. Here's McConaughey. Drew McConaughey try to work his way into the zone, and he's knocked off the puck. 20 seconds to go in on the power play. Get some new skaters out there. Here's Trunco with 10. Across the blue line, Trunco tried to make a nice move around the defense. Good poke check. Calagrasso gets it up to Pietrangelo, and they're going to be able to kill the penalty. O'Gwyn has to make a stop there, and he will cover. And so a defensive zone draw coming up for the Buffaloes.
Back to even strength here. We talk about this pretty often. Splitting those power plays is tough to really get something going for a sheet of ice. Sometimes it's beneficial, sometimes it's hard to get the momentum back. And here the Rams able to kill the penalty.
And now here comes Trunco. He's got a 2-on-1. He's got Borgie. He shoots it himself and goes wide with the shot. Latkovsky, fresh out of the box. Trying to get that up there. Latkovsky shoots one wide of the net. Rebound by Bova. Missed the net. He had a wide chunk of the net open over there.
I think the net came off again here too.
Yeah, I was going to say the net might be off. For sure it was.
Bova had a great look. Couldn't put it home.
There's a lot of net there on the rebound. And just fires it wide. O'Gwyn got over there quick, making it obviously harder for not a complete empty net, but forcing the shot wide.
There's a little less than 2 minutes gone in this third period. Here's a shot that goes wide from the Rams off the draw. Borgie, little lob pass looking for Trunco. Gets it to him, but he can't control the bouncing puck. Wrestling at the blue line, now Huntbond has it. Huntbond trying to work his way through two CU defenders. Huntbond will get a shot there and a stop by O'Gwyn. Now it's Norris sitting behind the net. Huntbond takes down a CU defender in Ferguson. Now here's Podles shooting, blocked by Kinney. Vickers. Cross to Podles off his skate. Vickers will pick it up. Vickers throws it on. O'Gwyn reads the play and makes the stop.
Yeah, the Rams generating some pressure here to start this third and final frame. Get a shot on O'Gwyn from the point. A bunch of bodies in front, but O'Gwyn able to just swallow that one up and get the whistle here.
Here's Kinney. Going towards Bandoni. Taken away. Bandoni still fighting for it in the boards. Colorado State keeps it in. Goes behind the CU net. And Kinney gets it out. Doan to grab the puck for the Rams. And he misses it. Turns it over. Not cleanly picked up there by Foy. Almost a dangerous turnover for the Rams. Here's Ford now. Gets it to Petrezek. Back for Green. He just kind of throws it on well wide of the net as Blevins is on top of him. More fighting for it. Don't shoot. Stopped by O'Gwyn. Rebound is loose. And Ford tried to kick it to his stick. He couldn't get a stick on it. Petrezek keeps it in. Ford gets that towards Kinney. Up to Bandoni now. Bandoni to Blevins. Worked off. Blevins trying to stick with the play. Rams take the puck back. Rudrow off the boards. Defended by Gosnell. Gosnell in the corner, still fighting for it. Marcinkiewicz takes over. Lifts that one towards Farrow. Now Marcinkiewicz has his shot blocked. Slapper from Gosnell off the stick of Marcinkiewicz and right towards Calagrasso. Marcinkiewicz steals. He gets hit in the boards hard by Calagrasso. Gosnell trying to get that over towards Gold off the wrong side of the stick. Peshenik in a 3v1 and wins that battle.
against the Rams defense. Pashenik still has it. Pashenik moves in. Right there! Score!
My goodness, what a pass!
Pashenik, a beauty of a pass to Brody Pearson, his second of the night. It's 5-2 Buffs.
Absolute masterpiece of a goal from the Buffs there. Beautiful, beautiful maneuver. I thought they were done for on this shift, but Pashenik able to grab that out from down low amongst 3 Rams, get it over, and then the beautiful pass down low and a tip right in, right pass, no chance for Sam Simon, and it's 5-2 Buffs.
Wow. Pearson fresh off the bench on that goal too. He just came into the attacking zone, and the first chance he gets puts it right in the back of the net.
Offsides here.
15.5 minutes left. Rams down 3.
And this is lock it down time. This is shut down the game. If you're Colorado, if you're Colorado State, you're going to start pouring on a lot more than maybe you're worried. Colorado needs to be ready for that physically, communication-wise, mentally, every single aspect of hockey they need to be ready for.
Doan. Gotta get that towards Latkovsky. Akate dumps it back in. Here's Decker. Has it taken away by Wood. Poked out there, and now Kate sends it in.
Good look by Wood, though, there.
Here's Kate, and neutral ice gives to Kinney as Hartman gets on the ice for the defensive pairing. Borgie takes advantage of the loose puck. Borgie shoots wide of the net. Former line mate McConaughey there for Colorado. Hartman shoots. Simon with the stop.
Borgie there with the little stick tap, I think accidentally, but the little stick tap there or stick tap there to Simon's head. So be careful of that. Don't take any unwanted penalties here if you're the Buffs. You're up by 3 and it's game time.
Kinney tried to put that one towards the net. DiDomizio gets it to Trunco. Now a spin around shot from Borgie, just stopped by the pads of Sam Simon. Trunco pivots, fans on the pass, just sends it back to the defense. Kinney able to somehow get that to Borgie. Borgie trying to find DiDomizio. Kinney slaps one on, missed it. DiDomizio on the rebound, and Simon's got the stop. Borgie trying to get that backhand pass to Trunco in the slot. Borgie trying to clear it. Vickers is there for CSU. Oh, and that cleared attempt from Kinney goes right to Vickers' helmet. He stays with the puck. And so now Kinney takes over. Kinney dumps it in. Simon gives to Shaw. Tyson Shaw with the pass too far for TJ Norris. Gold over to Gosnell. Bandoni. Bandoni dumps it in. Simon will play it. Got to be careful. Here's a turnover. Bunting holds. Gold just leaves it as it exits the zone. About 13 minutes left in the third. Rams need 3. Here's Gosnell. Shoots one just wide. Gets the rebound. And it gets blocked before Sam Simon needs to make a stop. Shaw down there for the Rams. Picked up by Bandoni. Bandoni holds. Gets it to Gold. Gold shoots one wide. Gosnell. Over to Foy. Knocked off the puck. Bunting towards Foy. Foy shoots on. Stop made by Simon. Here's a shot, and that's another save by Simon. Gosnell can't keep it in. Petrzelik giving chase. He's going to go get the puck. Petrzelik goes behind the CU net. Loses the puck to Marcinkevičius. Puck fought for and won by CSU. Here's Cromwell shooting. Deflected, and Rudrow couldn't put it home. Right in front. Oh, what a stop from O'Quinn. Point blank on Anthony Colagrosso. Or no, excuse me, that's Petrangelo. Point blank.
Yeah, that's a huge save to keep this game in a 3-goal lead. I think we do have a penalty coming up here as the ref has his arm up in the corner.
And yeah, that's a penalty on the Buffs here.
Huge opportunity for the Rams to try and get back in this game as the Buffs have taken a penalty. And that's Caleb Gold in the box. He is not happy about it. Rams will go to the power play for 2 minutes.
Gonna get a roughing call on this one.
Vickers will face off against Borgie. Captain versus captain. And it's won by CU. They clear off the draw. Here's Decker. Decker across the blue line. Decker trying that pass. Nice draw, but Maestas couldn't bang it home. Latkovsky looking for Maestas. Gets it to Doan, and the lob shot is caught by Liam O'Gwyn. Like a baseball catch in the outfield. 30 seconds gone on this penalty for the Buffs.
Yeah, this is where you're starting to run lower on time. Not completely out of time, but a power play goal here would be huge and creating a comeback here.
Latkovsky holds, pass over. Here's a shot, blocked and cleared by the Buffs. Simon holds and just leaves it for Ty Doan. Doan leaves it for Noah Decker. Decker speeds in. Tried that toe drag, now picked up by Vickers. He tries to put it in. O'Gwyn makes the stop. It's loose and the whistle is blown. More shoving after the play. Latkovsky getting physical over there with a CU player, that's Blevins.
Little scrum in front of the net.
Yeah, some rough stuff after the whistle. An early whistle, I thought. I didn't think O'Gwyn quite had that puck, but
Hard to tell. There's a lot of bodies there.
a lot of guys there, yeah.
Rams will get fresh skaters on the ice. And now they move the face-off to neutral ice. 1 minute left on the Ram power play. Trailing by 3 with just over 11 minutes left to go in the game. Buffs take control off the face-off and Bandoni will clear. Simon settles it down. Cromwell up for Petrangelo. Off a skate. Off the skate of Bandoni there. And now here's Huntbon. Huntbon behind the net with Kinney. Hartman's over there now for CU as well. Poked out. Here comes Cam Bandoni. Bandoni in a one-on-one with Cromwell. Bandoni, nice move. Bandoni is stopped by Simon.
What a move by Bandoni there, though. Taking that 200 feet. Beautiful flip there to get that puck.
Rudrow for CSU now. Petrangelo back to Rudrow. Gives to Cromwell. 15 seconds on the power play. Tipped and deflected wide. Petrangelo trying to keep it in. Exits the zone with 10 seconds to go. One final gasp on the power play for the Rams. Cleared away, and the Buffs have killed off this penalty. 10 minutes left in the third. Rams need 3 to tie. Wood shoots, and the stop is made by Simon. Pearson drops it off for Gosnell. Gosnell shoots, blocked by Petrangelo. McConaughey holds. McConaughey now takes a tumble with Petrangelo. Colorado State comes away with the puck. Here's Huntbon off the skate of his own man in Cromwell. So here's Huntbon with 9.5. Nice little move. Shaw, nice stick to prevent a bad turnover. Gosnell just dumps it in. Turned over. Pearson looking for the hat trick. Stop made. Wood trying to bang home the rebound. Simon makes the stop. Wood gets that back to goal. He shoots, and it's blocked by Norris. Colorado has now reached 40 shots in the game as we reach the final 9 minutes of this one.
Yeah, Colorado State only with 22 here in this game. They had a slow first period, but in terms of shots at least, they have been unable to catch up as far as this game.
Here's DiDomizio. And a stretch pass up to Borghi. And they'll whistle it for icing. Fans here not in agreement.
Yeah, I thought Borghi beat that one out
I
there.
needed too, yeah. I'm also not in agreement, but
Nonetheless, Faceoff in their own end. 8:39 left. Buffs up 3 here. Coming down to the wire, Alex.
8.5 left. Rams need 3. Important offensive zone draw for the Rams, and they lose it. Trunco gets it to Borghi. Borghi has DiDomizio with him. Borghi makes a move. Borghi, another move, and gets poked off. It gets poked away from him by Doan. Here's Vickers with Norris. Vickers, tough angle, off the crossbar.
That was awfully close from a sharp angle.
Taken back by CU. Kinney across the blue line. Kinney still has possession. Kinney shoots one, stopped by Simon. 8 minutes to go. Here's Doan. Doan shoots one. Blocker stopped by O'Gwyn. Picked up by Petrezic. Taken away now. Off the boards. Pashenik. Pass over to Trunco. Now Pashenik. Pashenik knocked off the puck. Pass back. There's a shot from Farrow. Marcinkevičius circles it around looking for Pashenik. Ford gets that pass to Green. Green shoots that wide. Petrezic. With a Cromwell. The pass over. Cowden trying to throw it on. He gets hit in the boards by Farrow. Gets a little nudge. Nudges him again. And now a big hit and a penalty coming up against Marcinkevičius. He takes Green down. A very physical on 2 sides of the play. Looks like the Buffs are going to take another penalty. And so, well, this is do or die time for the Rams with 7 minutes left. Safe to say you got to score on this power play.
Yeah, 7 minutes left. A man advantage to cut the lead down to 2. Yeah, this is, wouldn't say must score, but it's getting pretty close.
I would call it a must score, honestly. 7 minutes left, of course you can score as quick as you want. Big power play coming up here for the Rams, and big kill coming up here for the Buffs.
They called that interference on Marcinkevičius, so that one a little odd. It felt like the puck was right in the middle of the play when the ref's arm went up, but nonetheless, Buffs still have to kill the 2 minutes.
Here's Vickers for CSU. Shaw, Doan, over to Latkovsky. It just misses the net. Clear away, Latkovsky holds. Latkovsky has it poked away from him. Decker with 6.5 left and about a minute and a half left on this Colorado State power play. O'Gwyn gets it away. Here's Latkovsky for the Rams. Trying to send it around the boards. Gets it towards Doan. Picked up there. Decker stays with it. Now gets it over to Latkovsky. Shoots one. And that one just misses the net. Maestas. Here's a shot from Doan. Score! Don't go away. It's a 2-goal game. Tie down. Guys made it 5-3 on the power play.
Unbelievable shot from Doan there. Just a wicked wrister, right top corner. Just above the left shoulder of O'Gwyn. Honestly, nothing he could really do on that one. Just
I think it was a good shot. I think it might have redirected slightly off a block attempt.
I saw a deflection. Just a very minuscule one, but it was enough to beat O'Gwyn.
And now at this point, it's like stay out of the box. The Rams already have 2 power play goals. Just play smart. Don't do anything to end up in the penalty box, and you're up still up 2 with 5:50 left.
That's
So
something we've talked about, the Buffs' issues with the penalties, and right now, obviously this last one gave CSU a goal, so as you said, Jared, stay out of the box.
Colagrosso goes behind the CU net. Another pass in front. Rudrow is stopped by O'Gwyn. 5.5 to go. Buffs holding on to a 2-goal lead.
O'Gwyn with a big save there, cover up the rebound as well, not let any second chances go in. Face off to his left here.
So, Ferguson sends it off the boards, trying to clear, and he does. 5.5 left. Here's Trunco, trying to get that nifty move around the defender. Switch. There's batteries. Forgot about that. Sorry, I should have called for a break. At least you guys see the end of the game. Rudrow over there. We're going to get the camera back up here in just a moment. Stay with us here on Scobo Sports. Final 5 minutes from Boulder. Rams down 2. Big scrum behind the CU net. Borghe's going to take possession and clear. Now here comes maybe a 2, maybe a 3-on-1. Here's Kate with Borghe. And the pass just missed. Trying to get back to Kate. Who would have thought Kate would have been on 2-on-1 rush?
No, I think the odd part was Ferguson was the third trailer. There was 2 defensemen on that 3-on-1.
Yeah, and Borghe frustrated with himself there, unable to handle that pass, and they negated the 3-on-1 there, but really good chance for the Buffs.
Here's Gosnell. Makes a pivot, and he's going to be tripped.
Arm up.
No
Arm
call.
up. No, arm up.
No,
Arm up.
arm is up. Arm is up. They will get a penalty. Trying to kill this punch, and now another couple players take a tumble. And tempers are starting to flare a little bit. I mean, just here in the stands, on the ice. So let's see what happens after the scrum here. Of course, Gosnell draws the penalty. Bova's heading to the box. And CU will be taking a penalty as well. Caleb Gold taking a penalty there as well. For that late hit at the end of that sequence, it looks like. Fans not happy here in Boulder. Unsurprisingly.
The trip was obvious. I mean, I saw a body go flying. I didn't see exactly what the call was there, but that's a tough break for the Buffs who had a power play with 4:09 left. That would have been a man advantage for 2 minutes, taking it down to 2:09, and
Rams get lucky. It's 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. And that will bring us into the final 2 minutes. So here's McConaughey. Turns it over. Here's Ty Doan, who got that last goal for the Rams. His shot deflected off 2 sticks and out of play.
did we see what they called Gold's penalty? They called tripping on Gold?
Interesting call. Not exactly sure what the exact call was, but regardless, they've called it a penalty, so it's 4-on-4.
Both were tripping.
Both tripping calls.
That's interesting.
Final 4 minutes.
Empty net here for the Rams.
Yeah, look at that. Sam Simon's in the bench. Rams now technically have a power play. Taken away by Pearson. He's looking for the hat trick. Brody Pearson missed the net. McConaughey trying to put it in the empty net. McConaughey just missed the net as well. Hartman throws it on. Tipped nearly in as well. Buffs trying to put this one on ice.
Bold of the Rams to pull the net. There's nearly 3:30 still left in the game.
Well, calm down for just a moment. Doan will pick it up. Pressured by Pearson. Cannot turn the puck over.
Colorado must score in this empty net, though. At the very least, just to put this game away.
Pearson still trying to get a chance. McConaughey's over there as well. Decker able to get that pass to Maestas. 2 minutes left on the 4-on-4. Doan. Then Kinney looking for the empty net. It's a bouncing puck, it's wide. Now Pearson looking for the hat trick. He missed the open net. It was right there.
Take your time, Brody.
Now this one wide of the net as well. They just can't put it away, and the puck has been iced. Wow.
How did he miss that? Oh, I thought that was the hat trick. He sailed it wide. Oh my
Had
goodness.
it and the angle too sharp.
I think he rushed that one a little bit.
He had another second or two to be able to readjust the angle and just put it wide. Brody Pearson.
And a timeout called by Colorado.
Tired players on the ice. It makes a little sense after the icing call.
So weirdly enough, Colorado's the one that takes the timeout. Up 2.
I think a breather for your players on the ice who were just out there for about a minute, 20 seconds, and
Oh my goodness.
What a game.
Wow.
Though. What a final couple minutes this is turning
The
into.
physical reaction from Jared here when Brody missed that open net. Oh my gosh, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I was ready to take our cameraman's hat and throw it, and then he missed.
All three of us were shocked. That for sure had to be in. Just too sharp of an angle, too tight into the goal, and didn't take that just second to adjust.
Man, Pearson inches away from putting this one on ice. Rams will get an offensive zone draw with 41 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then obviously they'll have an empty net situation, but they don't put Sam Simon back in, which I doubt they do at this point. With under 3 minutes to go, down 2 goals. Justin Rudrow in the circle for the Rams. Face-off controlled by Colorado. Foy wins that draw for the Buffs. Ferguson clears. This one's going towards the empty net.
Whoa.
Is it in? No, it does not have enough speed. I think it's a little wide. Cromwell will easily get there. Rudrow tap pass back to Pietrangelo, taken away. Now Foy may be looking for a second of the game. Pietrangelo poked away by Trunco, but there is a CSU player there. Rudrow moves in, shoots one. Oh, Gwynn makes the stop with 6 seconds left on the 4-on-4.
Oh man, it's getting exciting. I mean, it's been exciting all night, but now it's winding down and you're like, oh man, this is awesome.
Yeah, hasn't been a blowout, hasn't been.
CSU's been able to keep it in. They're able to stay in this one somewhat.
Exactly, it hasn't been going at all. This has been a fantastic game.
Kate, and the 4-on-4's over. This one's cleared. 6 skaters out for Colorado State. Pearson trying to move. Pearson to McConaughey. Great play by Colagrosso to break up that pass.
Essential block by Colagrosso there.
Final 2 minutes from Boulder. Rams need 2. Trying to get that stretch pass to Maestas. Just gives it right to McConaughey. Now here's a shot on O'Gwyn. He just covers. And O'Gwyn has been standing tall here in this third period.
Minute 43 left, down 2. Empty net. This is nothing short of exciting.
So an offensive zone draw for the Rams. Vickers will take the face-off for the Rams. Foy loses the draw for Colorado. Decker just holds on to it, shoots one, just wide of the net. Minute and a half left. Colorado State needs 2 goals. Hartman trying to clear. Doan keeps it in. Off of Latkovsky. Vickers down over there. Latkovsky holds. Shoots one wide. Maestas can't keep it
And
in.
he's going to clear that one off the
Here's
shot.
Maestas now. Giving to Doan. Finds Latkovsky, just dumps it in. Here's Foy looking for the empty net. Missed it wide with a minute left. Borghi, he looks for the empty net. And that's off of Maestas. He's a bit hobbled, maybe heading to the bench. Kate gives to Ferguson. 45 seconds left. Borghi misses the pass. Cleared away. Now, Petrangelo going for Rudrow. Huntbon has to recover. Huntbon enters the zone with just about 30 seconds left. Rudrow shoots one. O'Gwen makes the stop. It goes into the netting with 29.4 to go.
Yeah, able to fight that one off into the netting, and now Colorado State's going to take their timeout. 29 seconds down 2. Time is definitely running low for 2 goals here.
Yeah, I mean, but Colorado's been putting on. They've been doing so well and putting on a number of shots here in the last couple minutes.
Rams have got to draw something up, and they've got to draw something up now because their time, I mean, if there is any time,
yeah, they have essentially no time with the way both teams have been playing.
it would take a miracle for them to tie it.
And they for sure could. There's plenty enough time for 2 goals. It's got to get them quick, and that's what they're drawing up here. It's a smart timeout take by the Rams, but Colorado, all they have to do is defend for 29.5.
Yeah, you can't take it home with you, can't take it to the next game, so might as well use it. Draw something up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Buffs trying to close this one out and break a 4-game losing streak to the Rams, going back to last season.
As we remind you, that last game last night, 4-2 win for CSU. Well, 5-3 currently here at Boulder.
Clear down the ice, just missed the open net. And icing is called against the Buffs there. So another face-off
6
coming
seconds
up.
come off the clock there, however. So slowly but surely the clock's counting down even on that icing call there.
.3 to go. Face-off, controlled by the Rams. Rudrow fires. Blocked before it gets to O'Gwen. Huntbon with 15, trying to get anything. Buffs just shutting it down. 10 seconds left. Still can't get anywhere. It's still stuck in there. 5 seconds left. Cleared down by the Buffs, and that'll do it. Buffs win. Buffs break a 4-game losing streak to the Rams dating back to last season. Their first win against the Rams since, well, 1 year ago to the day, where they won 8-2 against the Rams. They win.
Second, a magical day here in Boulder.
You go back to that day. That was the day when most people here in Boulder realized that Coach Prime was coming to Boulder.
Yeah, you're right. That's what that was.
The next day, he accepted the job. So, a full calendar year later, we've seen a football game between these two teams, a basketball game just this week, and well, I don't really know about any other Buffs-Rams matchups this school year. 2-2. Both teams have taken both games that they've hosted. The football game and this matchup for the Buffs, last night's hockey matchup and the basketball game for the Rams. So, a 2-goal win for the Rams last night, a 2-goal win for the Buffs here tonight. 5-3 the final score.
And what a win it is for the Buffs. They had fantastic pressure, fantastic coverage on every single player on the ice there, and didn't let the Rams get pretty much any zone time, any individual time for the majority of that game.
Well, you look how they shut that down in the final 20 seconds, stuck right behind their own net, and CSU can't really do anything until the final 5 seconds where it just exits the zone, and, well, it's too late at that point.
Yeah, Colorado completely shut it down that final 29 7 seconds, and that's what they needed to do. They were ahead by 2, and you just need to stuff it against the wall and kill that clock, and they did exactly that. What a masterful performance from the Buffs. Liam O'Gwen, spot on as always. Sam Simon on the other end of the ice in the other net, also played really well, but just Buffs able to get the better of him, and a number of really good shots by the Buffs turns into a 5-3 score and a 5-3 win for Colorado.
This brings us to the end of the first semester for this D1 hockey team. They close out with a W, and they improve to 4-1 after losing the first game of a 2-game set with the win tonight. They don't play for another couple weeks, and then, although obviously they'll take over a month off for winter break. As now you look at the schedule, or the standings, obviously this is not accurate with the win tonight for the Buffs. They improved to 3-1-6 in the WCHL, 11 points, sitting 2 points behind their next home opponent in the Oklahoma Sooners. Colorado State, meanwhile, goes to 3 wins, 3 overtime/shootout wins, 5 losses with the loss here, and 1 overtime/shootout loss. So a big win for Colorado here to reestablish, just to show that they're still trying here in this WCHL. It's a tough conference, and, well, it was a tough 2 games here, both teams taking their home match.
Yeah, it's a very tough conference and very tough 2 games. Obviously, we discussed that 4-2 loss last night. Buffs fought hard up in Fort Collins, and a late goal they give up, plus the empty net, and that results in a 4-2 win. But from the get-go, they were on the jump, they were on their toes, and they scored a goal with a minute past in the first period.
Yeah, just a minute in, they put the first one in. Around the middle of the first period, they put the second one in. They go in leading by 2 at the end of the first. They lead at the end of the first by 2. They lead at the end of the second by 2, and they end the game with a 2-goal win. How about that, Jared?
Yeah, that was exciting all the way through. I mean, a goal less than a minute in, and it was exciting all the way down to the wire. So that's a full 60 minutes of fun. I had, at least. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, that is a full 60 minutes of fun here at the Rec Center. One of the most entertaining games I've seen in a while here at the Rec Center.
It's been a long time. Obviously, that last year's win, 8-2 versus the Rams, were not Colorado State, was fun. That was fun, but this one far more exciting, far more engaging the whole game. You know, it's not a blowout, as we discussed, and it's just a really, really solidly played game.
And, well, they went into the third period last year in February up 2, and they could not shut the door. They shut the door here tonight. They score early in the third, and then they let one up on the power play, but they shut the door, no problems. No matter. They get the split in the season series now, 1-1. With 2 games left in February.
We talked about it before the game, but it was the new players, the new additions today. It was players who we saw maybe have more impact at the beginning of the season, have an impact here. It was physical. Everyone was involved in this game, and I think it showed, as Colorado felt like, at least for that first period and partly through the second, they were really controlling play. Forecheck was, I think, a big difference in this game, where they just kept pressure on. Like I said earlier, waves on the ocean, just one after the other, suffocating the Rams, and eventually there's not enough time to come back in this one.
I mean, yeah, they kept coming waves. Obviously, you can't. It's tough to see that over the broadcast, but we can see here the ice here in Boulder completely chipped up. It was a very physical game, very high power, very hard skating.
Well, even down to the final whistle, you saw what happened right after the final whistle. That little skirmish there behind the Ram net.
I don't know what happened there, but
we'll have to see what entails in the future here. I don't think much will come out of it. We've had a couple of those instances here just across the board, not just with the D1 team, but so.
Unbelievable game, just really well played by the Buffs. Fantastically done. They knew exactly what they were getting into. They knew exactly how to rebound against this team after last night, and knew where to shoot, what to do, what to look for, and what parts of the game to focus on. And they were able to get that physicality. They were able to get that just amazing play by all their players on the ice, and everyone contributed tonight. Just an all-around fantastic team win.
Well, That's going to do it for our doubleheader here on Scobuff Sports. Don't go anywhere because we'll be back shortly with the post-game report to kind of break down this game even further. So, Buffs take this one 5-3 over the Colorado State Rams and improve to 6-1-7 on the season. We'll be back shortly with the post-game report. You heard it here first. Hello everyone, welcome to the post-game report from the CU Rec Center after the 5-3 victory for the Colorado Buffaloes over the Colorado State Rams in a very exciting matchup.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It was just unbelievable. High energy, high impact, really high impact with the number of hits we had, and just a great game overall, Alex. Really, really well played by the Buffs.
Really physical game all around, lots of crushing hits. These two teams really showcased they do not like each other, and the fans absolutely loved it here tonight.
Oh yeah, you could hear it. Cheers from the CSU crowd, cheers from the CU crowd whenever anyone really fell down, whenever there was a hit, whenever there was any sort of good play, and there were many a good play for the Buffs tonight.
Yeah, Pearson leading the charge with 2 goals for the Buffs. He opened the scoring and closed the scoring for the Buffs. Got the first goal just about a minute in and scored the final goal in the third period for Colorado. Goals from Foy, Marcin Kevichus, and I believe
Pashenik, yep. Yeah, Pashenik with the amazing, I believe, game winner there. Some late magic there from the boys in black and gold. And there was another gold on the ice, the green and gold of Colorado State, and we do apologize for the lack of camera at the moment. There we go, we're back, and it was just there's not much more to say other than it was a good game. There was just high intensity, high impact, high offense, and the Buffs able to capitalize. 5 shots on goal, or not. 5 shots in the net for goals, with around, I want to say, a little over 40 shots on goal for the Buffs. CSU, around 25, 28 thereabouts, I believe. They did definitely pick it up in the last couple minutes, last 8 of the third period, as Colorado State was. Colorado State was really, really pressuring and putting it on, and they obviously got a later goal, power play goal to knock the lead for the Buffs within 2, but overall, Buffs are able to hold on. Buffs are able to stay the course. They don't allow a late goal. They don't allow a late game-winning goal from Colorado State. The ever-important stat there, and just what a game from the boys. Just what a game.
Yeah, they recover after the heartbreaking loss in Fort Collins last night. Come out guns a-blazing, taking a 2-0 lead in the first. Of course, scoring in the first minute from Brody Pearson. One of the new players on this team, and we talked about it in pregame, just the new additions on this team have been absolutely huge this season. And look at that. Pearson gets 2 goals, and Marcin Kevichus gets a goal as well.
Yeah, and Pearson's still up there with McConaughey and Wood, the 2 other teammates on that line. They're having a massive season, a lot of points being scored between the 3 of them, and they're the top 3 in terms of total points on this team.
That is the dangerous line for this team. That's the high-flying line for this squad. McConaughey, Wood, and Pearson have been lights out all season long. It's been interesting to see how this team has developed these lines that really have seemed to really work now. Because McConaughey he didn't even start playing with Morgan Pashenik like he did last year.
No, he did not.
Wood didn't play in that first game. Pearson played with Trunco and Marcin Kevichus to start the season.
Yep.
So seeing how they've evolved and found the line mates that they
really like playing with has been really interesting to see throughout this semester. I feel like they've found some of the great lines.
Yeah, for sure. They've definitely found these lines, and clearly Wood, McConaughey and Pearson are clicking. Pashenik, another great player in tonight's game. But it's not just that. It's not just that offensive line producing. Trunko's line was fantastic tonight. There was the line with Farrow on it, and Pashenik, Marcin Kevicius. Thank you. That line was. That line was unbelievable. I want to highlight them briefly. Just complete physical mastery on the play. Barely let the Colorado State Rams have any time or space or room with the puck, and got a goal themselves, and just really, really good all team, all four lines effort. The defense was fantastic, and we talked about it in the pregame. We wanted that structure from the Buffs. We wanted them to be able to hold that and hold Colorado State away, and they managed to do that. They took a number of penalties, and thus put them on the penalty kill, a number of power plays for the Colorado State Rams. And aside from one goal allowed on the power play, two goals allowed on the power play, Colorado had a very good penalty kill. They were structured. They kept them to the outside for the majority of the time, and just had a really, really fantastic run tonight. Defense was on point, and defense translates to good offense, and clearly they had good offense. A number of breaks down the way for Colorado, down onto Sam Simon, and 5 goals in net.
Well, I want to highlight the fourth line here. Bunting, Foy, and Blevins.
Oh, yeah.
Foy gets a goal, Blevins gets a goal. Who would have expected those two players to put one past Sam Simon tonight? Obviously, those 2 goals, huge considering they won by 2.
Yeah, I mean, production from not your top lines. That's what you want. You want production, depth production from all your players, as much production as you can get. And the Colorado Buffaloes get that tonight. Obviously, as you say, 2-goal lead for them, and those 2 goals could have proved very, very decisive in tonight's matchup.
So the Buffs come home after a tough loss last night, and they get it done. They get the job done, and they've really been able to put it together in game 2s of these 2-game sets. Last year they had a lot of sweeps. It was a lot of winning both games, not very many splits. This year it seems to be only splits. They've got one series where they've lost both, one where they've won both, and then everything else has been a split.
Yeah, and you obviously want to win both games. You don't want to give up one on the weekend. You don't want to give up one on the road, at home, whatever it may be. But for the Buffs, them getting at least half the weekend's number of points, really, really, really important for the Colorado Buffaloes. They might be way lower. If they're not splitting these. Now, you could say they could be way higher in the standings if they're winning both of these in the weekends. If they won last night, Colorado State would have been important, but they're still getting these wins, whichever game they may be per weekend.
Yeah, so they really struggled in the game 1s of these 2-game sets, but they have been lights out in these game 2s. A couple of them at home, but I think, to me, obviously since this is the end of the first semester, they don't have more games until January. I'd love to see them win both on the road, not necessarily UCO. It's going to be a tough ask.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, Central Oklahoma,
They start the second semester in Edmond, Oklahoma against the Central Oklahoma Broncos. But the next weekend they play Missouri State, who they didn't come out with a fire in that first game. And I talked to Drew McConaughey.
Couldn't get anything.
After he won the game the second game in overtime, we talked to him, and he said that they just didn't have that fire in game 1.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
I think if they go into a 2-game set with that fire, that they bring it in game 2, if they bring it in game 1 and bring it for both games, I'd love to see them come away with 2 wins on a road trip against Missouri State before they come back to play Oklahoma. Yeah,
that would be massive. And Oklahoma and Missouri State, both good teams within the WCHL as well as overall league rankings. And, anything goes. On any night you can win, you can lose, and obviously, they wouldn't be favored, but against Central Oklahoma. But against Missouri State, against Oklahoma, by all means, go for it. If you want to try to win on the road in Edmond, by all means, go for it.
It'll be the win of the year.
Of course. Well,
It depends on who
Tonight-
you ask.
tonight
In
was
terms of the
exciting.
most-
Tonight was exciting.
In terms of the most improbable win, one of the most important wins, definitely if they won one of those games at Edmond, I would definitely say that would definitely be my pick. I know that these
for sure.
games mean a lot because of the rivalry, but these two teams are very tight. These games are going to be tight. They're expected to be blown out against Central Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So if they find a way to win that, easily the win of the season for me.
Easily like comeback win, easily just improbable win of the season. But tonight's game, I would say, without foresight of how February is going to go, that series once again between the Rams and the Buffs, without that foresight, I would say contender for top game of the year, just in terms of passion, emotion, obviously the win, and just overall play.
Well, they were very physical, and they knew the importance of this game. I feel like if they go into the second semester with that same mentality, treating every game as do or die, that can really help this team because they have had a bit of an issue winning both games, and I'd like to see them win both games, but they find themselves in 8th in the conference right now.
Yep.
With the third win, it still won't put them above anyone else, but I'd like to see them try and rally a couple wins, maybe even make a push for nationals because of how good the WCHL is. I mean, if you can rattle off a couple wins in a row, who knows?
Yeah, it's all up to the boys in black and gold. The Buffaloes on the ice, and whatever they can accomplish. I believe that they definitely have the ability to beat whoever in this conference, especially that they want to. Do they have that, night in, night out? No, but I think overall they definitely do, and that's why sometimes it's so frustrating to see them, not, hold on to a game they should have or not win a game they should have. But on the other hand, some of these games that maybe they shouldn't have won, some of these games that they solidly win, it just makes it all the better.
Well, that's the end of the first semester of hockey here at CU, at least with the D1 men's team. The women's team will play tomorrow against Grand Canyon to close out their first semester, and then the D2 team will play next Friday against Colorado State to end their first semester. So D1 team, first team to wrap it up in the first semester, and I can't wait for the second semester here in Boulder.
Yeah, I'm excited. A little while to go. Obviously, it's only December 2nd, but, it'll be fun.
Well, we want to thank you all for joining us on this journey here in Boulder. What a night it was for this team. And, man, I'm just really excited. This game, this is one of those types of games that really make you recognize how much you enjoy this sport, how much you love this sport.
Tonight was just an exemplary example of just how good hockey can be, how fast, how physical, how fun, and how exciting the sport can be.
Well, that'll do it from us here at Scobo Sports and at the CU Rec Center for tonight. We want to thank you all, as always, for tuning into this broadcast. I'm Alex Roberts. That's Hayden Glockner. Jared Miller was on the mic with us tonight as well. And we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy holidays, everyone. You heard it here first on
See you
Scobo
in the next
Sports.
semester.